Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to your Align to Love Day 7. We'll maybe wait for 30 more seconds before we start. Apologies, I'm traveling today, so which is why yesterday was in a bad signal zone and I couldn't go live. But here I am. Okay, you can drop me a hi if you're joining in or if you've joined in. Okay. All right, so let's begin. Those of you who are listening to this for the first time, aligned to love consciousness, we basically understand and listen to what the frequency of love has to say to us. It has a message for all of us. Oftentimes, we think of love in our own human limitations, in our own definitions that we could have, but love often has different messages for us. It has a different frequency. It has um, a way of telling us that this is what we need to do or what we need to be, so that love can flow to us and love can flow through us, right? So I will read out a message which is radically channeled as to what love consciousness could be trying to tell us, and then we will do the recitation accordingly. Okay? All right. So the message for today. You are guided to expand your horizons by remaining aligned to your axis. Like the wheels of the car, you can move, explore, and go places and still remain aligned to your axis. You do not have to find yourself scattered or an outcast, distanced from your setup in an attempt to expand your universe. It is possible to remain aligned to who you are, to your position in a given setup, to your prime role play, and yet expand your boundaries. The expansion happens in your mind and later manifests itself. However, your adverse associations, insecurities, misconceptions, and self doubts definitely need to be addressed. Expand your horizons by remaining aligned to your axis. Move like the wheel of a vehicle by being aligned to the axis. Remain aligned to your core values that could be your roots, culture, land, family, lineage, profession, and progress further by remaining aligned to this. Okay, so, so today's message is somewhere we when we want love in our life, when and this time I'll speak a little bit about more relationship related love. When we want a certain relationship in our life, when we want a certain partner in our life, we often mold ourselves to invite that, and it's not always bad, but what's important is the intent with which you are doing it. So for instance, um, a lot of times, just to get a partner who would think you are cool, you will start behaving a certain way, which needn't always be who you are, but you try to be that because you feel that that'll be more attractive. A lot of times, if you feel that your roots are embarrassing, they're a little not okay to disclose, you might hide that. You might um, pretend that you are not, say, cultural, or you're not a certain way because otherwise people will get averse. They will think that you're not um, good enough to be with. If you So many times we also downplay the profession we are in. So many times we almost think it's what do we say? We crib about the work, we crib about our profession, we downplay it, we kind of meander around it. All these things we do sometimes in the name of love, in the name of getting love, in the name of hoping that we will be loved by someone, because those could be the criteria we feel that the other person finds more attractive or will then want to be with us more. Correct? However, love consciousness is saying that if you remain aligned to me, if you remain aligned to my axis, that axis will help you progress, whether it's in love, whether it's in life, whether it is in your career, whether it's spiritually, mentally, it doesn't matter. But do it with love. Do it with love for your own self. Remain aligned to your authenticity. Now, being authentic doesn't mean that we have to get rigid, because what is authentic also keeps changing over time. And you have to let that as well, because as you progress, what is authentic to you, what is the truest you, will also shift here and there, and that is fine as well. But it is important that you are in touch with who you are, what you want, what you like, what you don't like, before even reaching out to someone else to share that love. Because if we do it because we are short selling ourselves, because we feel that, okay, this much is enough, so we'll just settle for this, and then in that we try and be someone else, you're anyway not being aligned to the axis of love. And come what may, after a few moments, years, months, you will again go back to feeling unloved. Because the first person you did not love when you entered that relationship was yourself. You were not aligned to who you are, your roots, your culture, your profession, your beliefs, whatever they are. You have to be okay and comfortable with them. That is when you are also aligned to love axis, because love is basically flowing, being who you are. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So, on that note, let's begin to recite. All right. So, closing your eyes, take a few deep breaths in and out. Breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in love, breathe in faith, and breathe out doubts, the feeling that you're not good enough. And then return to normal breathing. And please connect to the consciousness of love. Connect to radical consciousness. And connect to your higher consciousness. Request them to guide you, to assist you. And to flow through you. And with that, let's begin to recite. You can recite with me, after me, or with eyes open, eyes closed. I solve my misalignment. I dissolve my misalignment. I resolve my misalignment. I co-solve my misalignment. I supersolve my misalignment. I awaken alignment to my axis. I awaken the aligned me. I solve my misalignment. I dissolve my misalignment. I resolve my misalignment. I co solve my misalignment. I supersolve my misalignment. I awaken alignment to my axis. I awaken the aligned me. I solve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I dissolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I resolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I co solve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I supersolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I awaken authenticity in love. I awaken the authentic me. I solve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I dissolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I resolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I co solve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I supersolve my tendency to be inauthentic in love. I awaken authenticity in love. I awaken the authentic me. I solve my scattered self. I dissolve my scattered self. I resolve my scattered self. I co solve my scattered self. I supersolve my scattered self. I awaken my core being. I awaken the aligned me. I solve my scattered self. I dissolve my scattered self. I resolve my scattered self. I co solve my scattered self. I supersolve my scattered self. I awaken my core being. I awaken the aligned me. And now, with that, let's now begin to affirm I solve the love consciousness. I dissolve the love consciousness. I resolve the love consciousness. I co solve the love consciousness. I supersolve the love consciousness. I awaken the love consciousness. I awaken the loved me. I solve the love consciousness. I dissolve the love consciousness. I resolve the love consciousness. I co solve the love consciousness. I supersolve the love consciousness. I awaken the love consciousness. I awaken the loved me. I solve my loved consciousness. I dissolve my love consciousness. I resolve my love consciousness. I co solve my love consciousness. I supersolve my love consciousness. I awaken the love consciousness. I awaken the loved me. I solve myself. I dissolve myself. I resolve myself. I co solve myself. I supersolve myself. I awaken myself. I awaken the awakened me. I solve myself. I dissolve myself. I resolve myself. I co solve myself. I supersolve myself. I awaken myself. I awaken the awakened me. And now I peacefully progress with love. 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 Now take a few moments with your eyes closed to imagine or visualize what it is to be aligned to your axis when you are in love. What that means for you. Being aligned to your core being aligned to your values, whatever they may be, being able to take up your correct position. Assimilate that. Allow yourself to do whatever you do with love. And that begins with love for yourself. Breathing in and out, assimilating this frequency, and slowly allowing yourself to come back into the here and now. Okay. All right, so stay aligned to your axis, everyone. My apologies. I think your Instagram audio went off. I got a call and I think it just goes off after that. What I will do is I will share the YouTube link on Instagram as well. And others, please feel free to listen to the recording anytime. Feel free to share it ahead. I will see you all on Monday now at 8:45 a.m. Yeah. Thank you. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.